Well, I haven't had to do this in a while, but unfortunately, we got to call out South Shore 12 again because they were all over the South Shore covering the storm, and they really didn't really pay much attention to the problems in the middle of the island, particularly the downed wires that happened around Roosevelt Field. In fact, I can't even find one single photo of the downed wires around Roosevelt Field. So that's just how forgotten things are. So, yeah, they were all over the South Shore. So here we go. Thunderbolt 12, checking conditions on the South Shore. I mean, literally all over the South Shore.
Tracking those conditions for you.
It's like, this is a taste of what's to come when the hurricane hits. It's going to all be about the South Shore. We're going to just be forgotten.
Let's get right to News 12's Jonathan Gordon. He is in Freeport now with the latest there. Jonathan.
Yeah, Rich, Aaron, we've made it over to Freeport now. We're down here by the where you now start to continues to
just show you this. All right, just I'm not going to play the whole thing.
Just starting to feel heavy now. So
There's nothing
far,
crazy
really
there.
Any flooding. We've been driving around.
They barely cover the power outages. That only gets 29 seconds. Barely cover that.
Already lost this storm. Outages. Assume that it's lower screens. The word easy to do. Updates on what's happening right outside.
Barely covered it. They covered this. Not very long, though. But
LIRR station caused delays until late this afternoon. The MTA says it got the call just before 5:30, and the fire was under control in about 45 minutes. The third rail at the station was smoking while fire crews worked.
Probably debris got on it. So debris got on the tracks there. Of course, they covered that. And wild weather causes flooding, and this is really typical. Wet and windy weather causes flooding, power outages across Long Island's South Shore. Excuse me, it affected the whole island. Really?
Created all sorts of problems in our neighborhoods, especially on the South Shore.
Of course, it's
News
all
12
about
Long
the South Shore,
Island.
isn't it?
Yeah, brings us team coverage tonight in Lindenhurst, where that flooding is always an issue.
The wild weather led to a
Forget about the wires going down around Roosevelt Field that caused like traffic chaos. They don't even care about that.
Was the scene on South Broadway in Lindenhurst.
The wind was howling.
When it affects them, it's all about them, man.
Pulled the mast off the house, so now I'm just trying to deal with that right now.
All about them.
From floodwaters. Who knew Mother Nature would act out in another way? The whipping winds and heavy downpours made for a very un-holiday-like December day.
How do you not cover wires going down by Roosevelt Field causing traffic disaster? How do you not cover that?
Saw flooding from Bayshore, check out the wind, to Lindenhurst, to Freeport. The mayor of Freeport tells News 12 they're working on measures to keep streets dry.
The high tide.
All about them, man.
And from the bay at high tide.
I mean, this is a taste of what's to come when the hurricane hits, folks. This is a taste of what's to come. All right, they did cover this on the North Shore, live wires. They did cover this. Maybe they'll mention the Roosevelt Field in this. Maybe.
It sparked after a power line came down, and the flames left 2 cars completely destroyed.
At least they covered this.
Hundreds
it's on the North Shore.
Power. News 12's Daniela Rodriguez has the very latest.
My slogan with South Shore 12 is always at the South Shore, sometimes the North Shore, never the middle. So.
Fiery orange flames.
Yes, that's where the money is, and that's where who they care about.
Lot on West Mill Drive in Great Neck Friday morning.
Then we
that's
heard
terrible.
Pop, pretty loud bang. So we didn't know what the heck was going on.
The Manhasset Lakeville Fire Department says a power line fell on top of one car around 10 in the morning, igniting a fire that quickly spread to a second vehicle. A third car nearby also suffered paint damage. They say it took well over 2.5 hours to put out the stubborn flame.
We saw those 2 cars cooking.
When the flames were finally out, this is what was left behind. 2 cars burned to their metal
Terrible
frames,
for those people that lost their cars.
And
hopefully they have insurance.
If you go farther down, you see the trees down and everything.
Right across the street, more downed lines and a tree in the middle of another parking lot. PSEG Long Island says power was restored to customers around 7 p.m. Friday. About 373.
I mean, seriously, that power line. Look at that. How all that. I mean, they still need to replace a lot of the power lines in the middle of the island on the North Shore, particularly in Nassau County. I mean, these old power lines are not up to the task.
Customers lost power after a pole and wire were knocked down. Damage, they say, was likely caused by the severe weather. News 12 reached out to the Great Neck Terrace Building Management several times for comment. We still have not heard back.
That's terrible, but luckily nobody was hurt. That's the main thing. That could have been really bad. Imagine if somebody was in those cars. Thank God nobody was. Thank God. And of course, Valley Stream is going to get fixed up too. Vast improvements.
At the Valley
Look, this
Stream
gets 2
station.
minutes, of course, just because it's on the South Shore. Of course, it's all about the South Shore. Always is, and when Babylon gets done, they'll be all over that too. Oh, and of course, there's an M9 there for them. But yeah, it's all about the South Shore. It's all about them. All about them. Meanwhile, Deer Park looks crappy. Beth Page is awful. But nobody cares about those locations. Floral Park, too. Oh, it's the middle of the island. We don't care about that. Let's see if we have any better luck with Newsday, trying to figure out, get any reports at all about the wires down. Nothing. I could put wires down. I could put it right here. Wires down, Old Country Road. I'll put wires down, Roosevelt Field. Maybe that'll get something. Maybe. Let's see. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's unbelievable. There is something from the Nassau County Police Department. They're the only ones that had a traffic advisory, so they issued the traffic advisory. We have no pictures. Old Country Road was closed in both directions between Glen Cove Road and the Meadowbrook State Parkway. Entrance ramps due to wires across the roadway. And this caused major traffic problems. Major news affected probably thousands of people going to Roosevelt Field, and not one freaking report in the news about it. I mean, we're tired of being forgotten here in the middle of the island, but we all know why it's happening. This is the lower income part of Long Island. You don't have those white finance professionals, so we don't matter. This is all part of what's going on, and that's why dread when the hurricane comes, because we're going to really be forgotten then. So there you go. I don't have any pictures. I'm going to try to look one more time. I can't seem to find any pictures of this. Yeah, I can't find anything. I tried. So we're forgotten in the middle of the island, of course. Doesn't matter if lots of people are affected. Hey, Valley Stream's getting a new station. That's more important, right? Of course it is. I know you love hearing me rant about SouthShore12, but today was outrageous. How the hell can you not cover that? You guys suck.